Good evening, dear friends. So, we find ourselves in a very interesting position with you. For example, I hadn't even heard such a word a month, 2 months, and 3 months ago. Isolation. Now, I not only hear it daily several times a day, but I also constantly experience it myself. Did any of you hear the word isolation a month ago? Such a word. I didn't. For example, I hadn't heard it. I don't want to hear it anymore, but I'm unsure what to do about it. So, let's spend this time that we spend with you not to spread the disease. We will spend not only to gain a few extra kilograms, a couple 3 extra kilograms. They will come during this time. But let's spend this time also to master the skills of self-massage. And I want to show you exactly which methods I personally use to periodically keep the muscles in good condition, to relieve spasms in them, trigger points. All the violations we talked about. That is, what exactly are the methods and which of them I use to work the muscles? I have such an arsenal to work the muscles. I use various accessories, balls, rollers. There is a special massage roller. There are special balls, non-special balls. All are very suitable. So, let's start with the balls. They come in different sizes. There are larger ones, smaller ones, harder, softer. Different ones are desirable to use. Different sizes, different hardnesses are suitable for certain muscles. There are also rollers. Some are softer, others are harder. It's also desirable that they are different because some muscles will suit some, and others will suit accordingly others. So, let's start with the balls. For example, here, what do I have? This is a baseball ball, sold in sports stores. Now, of course, don't buy it. If you have it, good, we'll use it. If not, there is currently no opportunity to buy. Replace it with something else. This one is special for massage. It's a bit softer, it fits well, and it's also good for the feet. Today, I will also show how to use them. This one is also a special massage one, but it's not different in any way. They are also sold in pet stores and are very good. They are just as hard. You can also use them. This one is not very good for massage, with spikes. Most often you can come across them, but lately there are more and more of these, more and more. This one is not very good because its surface effect, that is, it presses on the skin with these spikes from the outside, but it does not penetrate deep. That is, this is not a very good device. The same goes for rollers. Now I will show you how to use them. So, let's start with the balls. Let's get started. That is, in order to work out the muscles, what do you need? You definitely need a couch to have, preferably in front of the TV. Turn on the series. For example, Rodina's 8th season is on now, and if you haven't watched it, you're even luckier. Start from the 1st season. Now, for example, Wild West World is on now. Yes, the 3rd season has already started. Same. So, in general, turn on your favorite series, take a ball. Put it here. You can have a stand so it's special for you. You can put it on a stool, for example. But you'll figure it out yourself. It's possible, so to speak. However you find it comfortable. You took a cushion, put it under so it's comfortable for you to lie down, and you just take your leg, put it on this ball, so you put it like this. And here you start working it out. You start working out the gastrocnemius muscle. And here you use a few movements. One is across the muscle, the second is along the muscle. Both can be used. You divide the muscle itself into 3 parts. In the middle, that is, here you can divide the muscle itself into 3 parts. Here. So in the middle, like this, from the outer edge, closer to the calf, from the inner edge, and along these three lines. You will go through with a ball like this and find more or less diseased areas. So, for example, you start practically from the heel, where the Achilles tendon is. It's important here to find the diseased point and start working it under different angles. Under one angle, turn a little, under another angle. And on each point, you can stop for up to 5 minutes. You need to work each point long enough for it to relax. And it's necessary to change the angles. That is, you need to turn your leg slightly to one side, then slightly to the other. Find those places where the disease is felt more and act on them longer. You need to start right from the Achilles tendon. That is, this is where the heel is. It practically ends where the Achilles tendon begins. This is where you start massaging. First, it's better to start with a softer ball, then move on to those that are harder, smaller. That is, you work out the entire calf muscle in this way under different angles. Change the position of the foot. And where the disease is more, there you stop longer. And all this you do right up to the knee pit practically. In the end, no diseased point should remain. This is what you should strive for. But it may take you several months to do this. You can, in principle, work out such muscles every day, but it's better to alternate. One day, for example, do the calf muscles. The second day, for example, the muscles of the back of the thigh. I'll show you how to work them out next time. That is, it's better to alternate them. That is, you worked one muscle the next day. They recover a bit after this action. Then again, you can already them. And in this way, you work out with the right, with the left side. A ball slightly smaller in size, it is well used for a more precise action to be taken. That is, a deeper action. And here, maybe you don't even need to move your foot. That is, you need to find this diseased area and hold your foot in this position for a while. Change the position. That is, for it to be exactly such a precise, deep effect, it is necessary. And you also work out the whole leg in this way. The principle of action is the same, but here it is better to have a more precise effect. If it's more precise, then I usually do it without movement. Just press, hold, slightly change the angles, and this part of the tension relaxes. I also use such rollers. That is, above, below, you also go through the entire muscle. The most important thing is to find these places. Turn the leg at one angle, at another angle. That is, these positions are particularly important, where you will find the sore spots. This is well known, but more effectively. And here I am, for example, I prefer to work in exactly this way, across. You can even do it here if your roll is large, do both legs at the same time. You can do them this way, that is, forward, backward, or you can also do two across at once. You can do one at a time. That is the action across, so that you have such a thing. The muscles also work very well. For advanced users, you can do it like this. That is, you put one leg on the other, there will be even more strong action. That is, it's already forward, backward, and left, right. You can also do such actions. But there's no need to rush with this. That is, to get to this, it's desirable to work the muscle well for several months, because the stronger the action, the deeper muscles are already being worked out, and the stronger ones need to transition to. Only when you, so to speak, well, work out the surface muscles. When you won't have enough of such action, yes, when you won't feel anything at all, you can do this a little stronger. That is, you can use the rollers in this way. Some guys asked me a question. What if we don't have any rollers or balls at home right now, and there's nothing round to be found in the house? There is an option. I'll answer you. You can use furniture items to work out the muscles. So, let's look further. So, friends, if you don't have any balls or rollers at hand, but miraculously you have a stool, you can also use it. You will find this remarkable stool spindle useful, which can be used as a universal massager, suitable not only for massaging the muscles of the lower back, but also for many other things. We will learn about this with you later. If it has such sharp edges, it is desirable to cover it, for example, with a towel. A towel fits well, or something similar, something else. Also necessary. An essential element for a successful massage is the presence, of course, of a good oil that you can use to work the muscles without rushing. Or at the very least, you can read a book, yes, for those who still like to read books. You can do that too. Or on your phone, please. That is, you use a stool, put your foot on it. This is not very suitable, of course. The back is too high here. If it was lower, it would be very good. So you put it down, and in this way you start to work out the same thing. All this part, all the calf muscle. This is how you work it out. Starting from the Achilles tendon, and this is how you massage it, work it out. That is, you can work out the entire leg as well. This one is not very successful, of course. It's not very good for this purpose. It's better to use a smaller one, but this one can also be adapted, in principle. And people who have gotten into an even more difficult situation will ask me, and what if there's no stool? And if there's no stool, then I also have a good advice for you, because I myself have been there. I found myself in a situation where I didn't have a stool, but I had a tabouret. A tabouret is also a very good thing. You can also use it to work out these muscles, but you'll have to do it on your knees. So, let's pay close attention to what's next. So, friends, if you find yourself in a period of isolation in such a situation that you have neither balls, rollers, nor stools at hand, what will save you, of course, is a little stool. A little stool is a universal massager that allows you to work all muscles, including the crown, with no less efficiency. So, you've placed it in this way then. Also, if the sharp edge is here, you put a towel on it. And here, very conveniently, very accurately, you put your leg and you start working the muscles. It works very well. You could even say that it's better than a ball, better than a roller. This is a universal massager. I think this is one of its uses. First and foremost, of course, the stool is made for sitting on it. That's its first task. And the second one is, of course, a universal massager that can be used, including for massaging the calf muscle. And when you're going to work out the muscles, first massage one muscle, and then stand up or sit down. And pay attention that the condition of the muscle you've massaged is different from the one you haven't managed to do yet. And you'll immediately want to work on the second one in the same way. Well, friends, we have now mastered the methods of self-massage of the trapezius muscle with you. I plan to release similar videos for different muscles. Well, practically for muscles all over the body, about how to work out leg muscles. Because there's not just one calf muscle on the legs, there are others as well. Also those that require constant work, the back and neck, well, practically the whole body. I will be showing self-massage techniques. If you are interested in learning them, access to them will be via a link. This course, since we are in such an extraordinary situation with you, it will, of course, be with a big discount. It was planned because it is much more expensive. And if you are already signed up for the exercises, that is, if you have made a subscription, access to the exercises will, accordingly, be free for you. So, friends, if you have a desire to master this method, to master self-massage, how to independently work out all your problem muscles, bring them into good condition, eliminate pain, trigger points, all the violations that exist, follow the link, sign up, and see you at the new meetings.